So over the past month, I've been using a sit-stand desk. More specifically, I bought the frame since I already had the tabletop, and I've been using it every day. Since I already use my PC quite a lot, and now I've been using my work PC at home as well, as you can see just over there, I'm at my desk a lot more. Since I'm stuck at home, might as well make the most of it. So here are my impressions about using this sit-stand desk. So the frame that I purchased was the Flexispot E5B. While doing research behind what desk to buy, I ended up choosing a slightly more expensive version of this frame. And that's mainly because the tabletop that I have is 2 meters long, and I needed a frame that would be able to support those dimensions. Now the frame itself is quite solidly built, so it's pretty heavy, especially with the electronics and the motors. All in all, it's about 35 kilos. It was pretty easy to assemble following the guide, though I did have some problems here and there. The main problem that I had was that one of the screws was actually missing, so I had to buy that part separately and wait for that again. But beyond this, putting it all together took less than half an hour. I was also slightly impatient. I could have had help building it, but I chose to do it all myself. This frame supports 125 kilos, which is more than enough, and it moves at roughly 4 centimeters per second, which honestly, when I'm using it, is pretty quick. It gives me enough time to move my chair away, and it's just there ready. One of the reasons why I chose this was that it has 3 set memory functions. This would allow me to save 3 preset heights. One for sitting, one for standing, and one for whatever I want. It also has a nifty feature of letting you set an alarm if you're sat down for too long, which I honestly haven't really used. If I give you a quick demonstration, you can see my mic. That didn't take too long. I ended up choosing this frame just because it was slightly more affordable than some of the options out there. In comparison to one of the IKEA sit-stand chairs, this had more functionality. It looked like IKEA didn't really have a memory function. You could only press the buttons to make it go up or down, but not to a set height. Now this frame goes from 62 centimeters all the way to 125 centimeters. So when you're considering what kind of frame to buy, depending on how tall you are, you might want something that can get a bit higher. Once fully assembled, it's pretty sturdy. I can give it a good shake and it doesn't really move that much. And this is the same for when I'm standing up. So I'm pretty happy with my purchase. I've been meaning to purchase something like this for quite a while, and right now, because I'm stuck at home, I thought now is probably the best time to get something like this. If there's one recommendation that I could give, is that I would look for something that has a stopper. So as you're raising and bring the height of the table back down, if there's something underneath the table, it will actually stop if it senses it underneath. Just today I had a mishap where I left this chair slightly underneath. What actually happened was that the table lifted itself, resting on the chair itself. One minor complaint that I do have is that after a long time of not using the buttons, it will actually make you have to press it more than once or hold it down for a longer period of time. But that's something really minor, and I've gotten used to it pretty quickly. So if you were in the market for something like this, maybe this is a good option. If not, there are plenty out there. If you want something quick and easy, you can get a sit-stand desk that doesn't involve a motor that you might have to wind up. There's plenty of cheaper options as well. Or if you are just working with a laptop, there's ones that you can put on a table that have that lifting mechanism if it's for something smaller rather than a PC like I have it. Because I found myself standing up more, I feel myself being a bit more active while up and around here, as well as being a lot more comfortable throughout the day. While setting all of this up, I've just aligned it to be right with my body. I've spoken about this before in my previous videos about ergonomics, so do check that out if you're interested, and I hope you found this video enjoyable. If you've enjoyed this video, do drop us a like. For now, I'm going to enjoy my hot chocolate. Peace.